Loyum Liyahalbashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakadash. That is all praises to the Most High, in the name of the Son, and the name of the Holy Spirit, in ancient Hebrew. Double honors unto the apostles and elders that great boast on the rule well, and shalom to the hopeful elect. I wanted to report on the economic downturn that's occurring over there in Germany, which is an Edomite controlled nation. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, as we know, not just America, but all the entire global Edomite regime is going to experience financial collapse, economic collapse, okay, because the Most High is ushering in the destruction of this man's hegemony, okay, in multiple fashions, is what the prophets have always reported and prophesied about, all right, the downfall of the kingdoms, okay, and Germany belonging to the ancient biblical nation, Teman, which is a grandson of Esau, Edom, all right, we're going to go into it. It's from an article from a couple days ago. All right, and this indeed is a part of the beast system, NATO and the EU. All right, this is from deaconherald.com. Germany's great slowdown. This economic downturn has significant geopolitical implications for the world's third largest economy. Domestically, it has already resulted in political turmoil, okay? From January 7th, 2025, Germany, the third largest economy in the world, boasts a nominal gross domestic product of 4.7 trillion in 2024, according to the IMF. Let's get down to the relevant parts. And briefly, I'm going to show this. Jump straight into the scriptures, Genesis 36 and 11. And the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar. Okay, starting at 10. Slakia, starting at 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir. These are the names of Esau's sons: Eliphaz, the son of Adah, the wife of Esau; Ruel, the son of Bashemath, wife of Esau. And the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zipho, and Gatam, and Kenaz. All right, going down to the 15th verse. These were dukes of the sons of Esau, the sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn of Esau: Duke Teman, Duke Omar, Duke Zepho, Duke Kenaz. Okay, so to show you that Teman is a fucking Edomite, all right, and the Temanites, which would be the descendants of Teman, are indeed the Germans, okay? When you go into it, let's break it down. All right, let's go into that word in the blue letter, Teman, okay? Genesis 36 and 11, okay? What would that be? Thayaman. Okay. Thayaman. Which means, in Strong's H8487, Thayaman, it says, from the south, right? Sons of Eliphaz, son of Eliphaz, grandson of Esau, and one of the dukes of Edom. The tribe descended from one noted for the wisdom of its people. Okay, So when you go into who's had the most contributions, you can go into it as the uh, inventions. Who's had the most inventive contributions to society? It's the Germans. Okay, so you can pinpoint which so-called fucking white people, so-called, okay, what white nation, so-called Caucasians in the world today have the most contributions to society in the form of inventions. Okay, and that's indeed the Germans. All right, and there's another piece of literature here from HebrewNations.com. Okay, it says, title, I believe this is a book or a publication, Edom and Germany. Okay, it says, in many ways, Germany is one of the most important nations that has ever existed. It is still important and in the future may become even more so. The Edomites settled in Germany and have influenced its national identity and historical attitude. Okay, so this is corroborated historical information that the Germans are modern day Edomites, and specifically from Teman. Okay, Temanite Edomites. All right, so there's even a secular or a secondary source to prove that the Germans are Edomites, and specifically Teman. Okay, known for their wisdom, and we can just scope that. Apostle Tahar uses this. He goes into the German contributions to society. Let's see. Inventions. Okay. You go into German inventions and discoveries. All right. Germany has been the home of many famous inventors, discoverers, and engineers. Okay. Pioneers in film. They're among that. All right. Where one of them, okay, they laid the foundation of the television. Okay. The Geiger counter built, and then another one of them built the first fully automatic digital computer. Okay, first commercial computer. Okay. They named a whole bunch of these fuckers and then said they helped shape modern automotive and air transportation technology. Okay, Carl Dreiss invented the bicycle. Aerospace engineer Werner von Braun developed the first space rocket. At Peenemünde or Peenemünde, and was later on was a prominent member of NASA and developed the Saturn V moon rocket. Okay, Heinrich Rudolf Hertz's work in the domain of electromagnetic radiation was pivotal in development of modern telecommunication. Okay, so their inventions and contributions to society in the form of these advancements are the top. Look at all this shit. Okay, anatomy from the A's all the way down to the motherfucking T's to transportation, right? And everything in between. All right. So they're indeed the wisest of the nation of Edom, of Teman, right? But they indeed are the wisest of the so-called white man. All right. So go into it. They're experiencing heavy fucking economic downturn. As aforementioned, we know that all these Edomite nations in the beast system is going to get fucking toppled by the Mosai. All right, and that's what the prophets come to speak on. Okay, prophesy the downfall of many great kingdoms. All right, it says this economic downturn has significant geopolitical implications for the world's third largest economy. Domestically, it has already resulted in political turmoil. Chancellor Olaf Scholz's government fell after losing a parliamentary vote of confidence last month. Early elections are now scheduled for February instead of September. Okay. How did Germany get to this situation, and does it have lessons for others? It says the China factor. Well into the 21st century, Germany was the biggest exporting economy and had a symbiotic trade relationship with China. Germany was exporting high-value capital goods, machinery, automobiles, and chemicals, while importing consumer goods from China. But China has since become a competitor, even producing German luxury cars domestically. Okay. The Eurozone debt crisis, the 2011 European sovereign debt crisis following the 2008 global financial meltdown. The Lehman crash forced Germany to lead massive bailouts for countries like Portugal, Ireland, Italy, Spain, and especially Greece. Okay, and that 2008 financial crash had heavy implications on the global economy. All right, so much that they called it a global financial meltdown. And when you go into all the assessments on that, the post assessment after that shit went down is that they only put measures in place that were synonymous and likened unto band-aids. Okay, like putting a band-aid over a fucking a gaping wound that eventually, that shit's gonna start spurting out. That, the residual fucking devastation that is gonna be caused by that shit, and it's only a matter of time. It's gonna be fucking world ending. Okay, economy leading to fucking major, massive economic collapse. All right, and we're now starting to see the residual effects of that. That is indeed going to lead to these different nations' economies straight up imploding. All right. It says that rescue became necessary to prevent a widespread banking collapse, and more so since German banks were heavily exposed to the sovereign debt of the southern European countries. It could also be said that it was payback time. Germany had enjoyed the benefits of euro currency unification since 1999, since the erstwhile German currency mark was much stronger in the Euro regime. Germany had a de facto undervalued currency. This significantly helped its exports, making it a powerhouse with a large trade surplus. And then the Ukraine war, okay, is a heavy factor that's attributing to this economic downturn in fucking Germany. It says their reliance on cheap Russian gas ended with the destruction of the Nord Stream gas pipeline, leading to soaring energy costs and gas shortages. Additionally, Chinese overcapacity is leading to global dumping of goods, undermining German export competitiveness. Okay, let's see. It says here, an IMF report has highlighted the real problems for Germany: its aging population, low public investment, red tape, and unreformed bureaucracy. Okay. Germany's working age population will decline by nearly 1% in the next 5 years. See, and the Most High is going to fucking supernaturally inflate these numbers. These are based on their fucking projections. Okay? Esau and his fucking projections. Okay? And the Most High is going to outdo that shit by causing, through divine means, to accelerate and expedite the downfall of these societies. All right? They don't factor that shit in. Because what does Esau Edom have in his mind? And, you know, a lot of these people in general, that there is no Most High. Okay? But you'd have to be a fucking fool to think so. And he is, right? The fool saith in his heart that there is no Most High. And it's primarily Esau Edom that doesn't factor in, you know, the divine effect, you know, the fact that the supernatural, who dictates that, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, can, you know, cause these things to accelerate the downfall of this place. Okay. It says, unless offset by immigrants, to which the AFD is vigorously opposed. It says, German exports to the U.S., which are robust as of now, run the risk of high tariffs from the Trump government. Okay, the markets for German goods are shrinking due to global competition led by China. Even Volkswagen is closing 3 factories within Germany. There you go. It says, most importantly, Germany trails in digital technology, AI, and software services. Okay, so they're behind the fucking pack. It says, German economist and columnist Wolfgang Munchau, in his book Kaput, argues that Germany's growth model is broken. He attributes this decline to the mercantilist policies followed by the industrial and political elite, dependency on Russia and China, and failure to innovate in emerging sectors and digital technologies. Okay? This year is one of increased uncertainty. Okay, we're going to go into that. Uncertainty is synonymous with dismayed, so keep that word in your mind. It says, what will be the economic and trade policies of President Trump? More protectionist and mercantile, hurting everyone? How will Russia come out of the huge burden of the cost of war? And finishing off, it says interest rates are at 21% in Russia and inflation is soaring. Will China be able to arrest its slowdown? This is the geopolitical and geoeconomic landscape against which the German economy must show its resilience. Is the gloom talk about its decline overdone? Only time will tell. Okay? But we know that the Most High is going to destroy all these fucking governments. Alright? When you go into it, it speaks about Yahushua wearing the crowns. Okay? And this is likened into, a mini kingdom of Esau. He's going to be wearing the crowns of all these governments, all these kingdoms, all these kings. All right? Meaning he's taken power from them. And we know indeed, guaranteed, this nation is fucking done. It's fucking finished. And we're witnessing the steep decline that these nations are experiencing. Okay, because this is the phase out of Esau Edom's empire. Okay, his global regime. This is in Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Because look, they're among the smartest. Well, not among. They are supposed to be the most intelligent of the nation of Edom, right? The ones with prudence and wisdom. Okay? The ones that other nations consult regarding a vast array of sectors and industries. Okay? But the wisdom is perishing. Their prudence is vanishing. Their wisdom is vanishing, man. Okay? Because they're becoming perplexed, becoming dismayed. Okay? What was that word that we went into? That uncertainty. That's literally when you go into the perplexity of nations. Okay, Luke 21:25. With perplexity, these nations becoming perplexed, which literally means uncertainty, not knowing what the fuck to do in a difficult situation. Another word for that is a dilemma or a quandary. All right, uncertainty. This is we'll finish off with that. Obadiah 1:9, it says, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. So the Temanites, Teman is not exempt from that. Okay, of course, he's a fucking descendant of Esau. Esau, Edom, and all of his progeny are going to be fucking destroyed. And in the kingdom, they're going to be eradicated from the earth. Okay? They're going to be wiped out. They're going to be, their memory, even their very memory is going to be fucking washed away. Okay? But we go into this word dismayed. Let's go into it in the blue letter first. Obadiah 1:9, or Obadiah the 9th verse. It's only one chapter. Dismayed. Okay, shall be dismayed. Let's see. Chathath. Okay. shattered, okay? To be broken, to be abolished, to be afraid, okay? It says to terrify. It says to break down, either literally by violence or figuratively by confusion and fear, to abolish, to affright, to be made afraid, to amaze, to beat down, to discourage. Okay? And that's what you heard in this article. That fucking uncertainty, this economic downturn this place is fucking experiencing, shutting down 3 Volkswagen factories, having competition from China, from Chinese manufacturing. Okay, not to mention that Nord Stream 2, that Russian energy. Okay, that now they had to find fucking massively more expensive sources of energy. That took a heavy blow to their fucking economy. Okay, so they're discouraged. They're broken down by confusion and fear. Okay, and it says to prostrate, which means to be laid the fuck down when you're prostrate. Okay, it says here to intransitive, to be broken. This is in the Hebrew Chaldee lexicon. Especially to be broken down with fear, to be confounded. Okay? It says, O Teman shall be dismayed. Okay? We'll pull that in the etymology. Dismay means to become or be alarmed, upset, or frightened, slakia, to confound, to break down the courage of, by danger or difficulty or fear of calamity. Okay? So we saw it. Great financial and economic collapse going down over there. Okay, one of the other things that I mentioned, that they were behind the pack now in, a lot of that technological race, so to speak. Let's go back into it real quick. The 3 areas that it mentioned. It said, digital technology, artificial intelligence, and software services. They're trailing. Okay. So let's go back to it. All right. Break down the courage of, by danger of difficulty or fear or calamity, fill with despairing apprehension. Okay. And that's what you see across the fucking board. Okay. These are the type of reports that are coming out across the planet. All right, because this is an Edomite, a so-called white man ruled regime. Okay, a global hegemony that's ruled by Esau, Edom, and we see that it's fucking imploding on all sides. Okay, this shit is crumbling before our eyes. It says to be dispirited. Okay, the spirit is being broken. Okay, and dismay as a noun, consternation, fear, sudden or complete loss of courage, terrified amazement. All right, and we can see that the even with these fires that are going down that are raging, which it's beautiful. We see it in these Edomite areas, areas that Esau Edom in mass. The fucking okay, we're talking about 80-90%. That's how high of the percentage of the demographics of these areas that are getting torched here in California. All right, specifically just going into this region, the Pacific Palisades, okay, Altadena, Hastings Ranch, Sierra Madre, uh, you know, they're even talking about Ventura, you know, has they just received warnings that to pretty much pack up all your shit because you're the next one to get an evacuation, um, you know, mandate. Okay, that all these areas were stolen. That stolen fucking land, of course. But you see this look of terrified amazement on their fucking face. Okay, and we went into that about how the cup is passing through unto Esau Edom the fucking curses. One of those curses was that, you know, you wouldn't have any assurance or assurity of your life, okay? And fucking just strange calamities coming upon you. This consuming fire that they just can't put out, all right, for the life of them. That started, in Tuesday? Was it Tuesday or Wednesday with like 2,000 acres? Was the last time we reported. I believe that was Wednesday night, okay? And in 2 days, it's in the 20 thousands of acres, scorched up by the Heavenly Father, the consuming fire, okay? And finish it off in Ezekiel, the 25th chapter. Let's see where we're going to start at. Starting at 12. Thus saith Yahweh power, because that Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. Okay, so Teman mentioned specifically, okay, because that is one of the top nations, or top tribe, if you will, because this is likened into a tribe of Esau Edom, the Temanites, okay, one of the top tribes, of course, behind Amalek, all right, the Amalekites, which are the so-called fucking Israelis, the most detestable of all the tribes. But, you know, very closely behind that are the Temanites, okay, as one of the top tribes of the nation of Edom, all right, the so-called fucking Germans. It specifically names them by name, Teman, all right. The Most High, it's his purpose to destroy this fucking nation, okay, the nation of Edom, but specifically that group of Edomites, the Temanites, the Germans. They're gonna fucking catch it too, okay. The Most High, you know, he starts, one of the main ways is affecting your fucking pocketbook, okay, to take your wealth and your riches that were stolen, okay, or ill-gotten, All right? It's the Most High's purpose to destroy the nation of Edom, okay? The, the nation of which he's given the world into their hands. It's the Most High that ruleth in the kingdom of men. He set these fuckers up, and he's the one that's going to tear them down, which he's in the purposes of, all right? He said, I will stretch out my hand upon Edom, okay? It says, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword, all right? So with that, all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ruchah Kadash, Shalom.